Okay, I'm doing a bit of collage today on some of this packing paper. I think I'll do it that size because that works out like 7 and something. So it's not going to be cover, it's going to be journal tags or something. So that's all right until we cut it down a bit. So I'm going to, these are all bits left over from a project I've been doing. So I'm going to, you know, incorporate these. And these, I think I picked up some paint on some dictionary pages, so that always works out. And these line bits I took off the side of something that I had to, you know, shorten, so I can use those as well. I'm going to use a glue stick today with quickness, which I might need another one. Oh, it might be all right. So let's have a look. I think I'll start here. I'm actually gonna, a bit long. Okay, and what I'm going to do is actually glue down this bit. There. And then it's more of a controlled collage, if you know what I mean. And I've got a lot of straight lines, so I might as well make use, see what happens. Oops, and put that one up there. Okay, I don't always stick down the bits until I'm ready. Right, let's have a bit of some pattern paper a minute. Next, okay, there's a nice bit here. Sort of mirroring what I've done there. And let's have a look. Some real thin strips here. Actually, I'm going to put that down there. I'm only doing it with the glue stick because it's quicker. I don't have to wait for it to dry. So I can actually get them finished today. Just done it. Okay. Right, I'm gonna turn it around and concentrate up there and then gradually come in. keep that bit there in case I need a small bit. Okay, turn around again. Trying to use the best bits of the paper because this one's really nice. It's one of the gel printed ones. Didn't use those, did I? Oh well, never mind. I've used everything else. Let's have a look. Just feel that's a little bit messy there, but okay. I think I'm all right. So I'll just check that it's sort of glued down a bit now. or I just give it a few minutes to settle and dry off a little bit, and then we'll cut it down. And then see what happens. But it's all right. I got rid of a load. Now we've got enough cut the tags. Actually, I might as well do them as well while that's drying. I think I've got some scrapbooking paper here somewhere. Yeah, I have. There we go. Let's just cover those. Go away, I don't want you. I'll use you in a minute. Oops. Yeah, that's about as much as my hands will take. Here we go, I'll put you under there. Gosh. It was really asking to be used, wasn't it? Really sticking to me now. Okay. Oh, let's just put it down. I haven't got enough for another one, so it doesn't really matter. You know, you cover it up with gesso and things like that. It's surprising. I'm gonna go that way. Just creates texture on the page. Okay, got those bits left. So let's put that down there. Oh, I got pink. I got a whole piece there. Look. Should we use those? There now. Put that there. Okay. Patchwork. And look, that's all I got left. one of these. Brilliant. So that cleared the decks a bit. Okay, well, I'll just go and cut them up and then wash my hands and I'll be back. Right, I think today I'm going to play a little bit before I cut them down. I'm going to put some gesso on, dry it, and then I'm going to spritz some inks around and do it that way today, because I've done it a couple of times where I've cut them straight down. Shall I dry brush it on today? Roll it. No, I'm going to roller it. It's quicker. I'm just going to... That should be enough. Yeah, I'm in a definite mood for playing today. Let's see what happens today. Just because I went out last night, listened to a band in the village. It was very good. Okay, and same with the tags. Much on there. Okay, I'm going to put the stencil on and just use some spray. I've got pumice stone and selvage patina there. What else have I got? Old paper, yeah, that's broken china there. So I'll just shape these. Let's use a distress stain first. Okay, I'm not doing it totally all over. And because it's on the gesso, you won't see a pattern like that. Right, first layer. I'm actually really liking that already. Ooh. Decisions. Okay, let's put a little bit more up there then. I'm using the Distress Oxide now, just a little bit up there. Right. Okay, let's see if we can get some off. That. There. Bit of pumice stone. enough, to be honest. Let's just dry that off a minute. Okay, do you know what? I'm leaving that now. I like it. Tommy embellish it after that. But as a background, I'm loving it. So that is finished. And I'll do the same here and do both of them together. So pumice stone. Okay. Definitely do with some paper here. So I'm just picking some of this up. Okay. I've got a piece here that's got bits and pieces on. Right. Just taking some of that up. Okay, I'm leaving those. I'm actually happy with both of them. Again, I don't want them too blue. I just want them a nice light colour. So, got a bit in there. Might be able to pick a bit up. Sorry, I'm looking at the way it's going. Right. Yeah. Okay. That's it. See? Look at that. Very usable. I'll tidy up. Okay, those two are done, and then we'll cut the other ones up. Okay, I've just gone through the journal, and there's a few. I've wrote down a few sizes that I know I definitely need, because I do need 4 big journaling cards for the big pockets I've made, and then I need 3 of these size here. I think those are for the 3 pockets going down the page. But that can be made out of sort of anything really, and this is a good weight on top of book pages, on top of the scrapbooking paper, because that's more like a card. Those really are quite thick, but they're all right for a page, if you know what I mean. But these I would put in the pockets. It's just ideal bait. It's just 2 layers of paper, and it's brilliant. And that's the other ones I need, because that's the size of the pockets I've done. So I'm going to do 2 for one of the centers. I want them the same, that one there. So I'm going to do those 2 pockets. All right, it was 7.5 of 5, but this isn't 7.5. I think it's about 7.25, something like that. So, but that is still going to fit, so that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 at 5 on this one. Still a bit damp, so right, that's the 3. That's hardly any wastage out of that bit. That's that bit corner. Look, that's all. So that's pretty good. I'm going to chuck that I'm gonna be brave. Right, yeah, so I'm going to back these with another piece of paper, some writing paper or something, and that'll give them a little bit more stability. All right, so they're a little bit floppy, and these are going to be backed as well, so with lined paper. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll just go and back them with my lined paper, and we'll go from there. And I'm going to, so that one's going that side, that one's going that way. Yeah, put something like that on. Yep, just gonna go ahead, and this is from the kit. This one might be from the Ocean Ephemera one. So I won't be stitching these down now because I put on the lined paper. Normally I do all my stitching first. Oh, see, it's a Monday. Sort of centralise that. I think I might do a little bit of stamping as well, but this has worked out really lovely. No, I'm not going to do the stitching today. I can't anyway, but I was going to, might stitch around this first and then put it on, but you don't need to. And what I'm gonna do is put glossy accents on this one. Leave that on overnight, so got that raised up just a little bit. I don't want to put it on pads because it's got to go in that pocket, so it's got to stay flat. Right, let's put this. Okay, I had a bit of this that was cut off something I was doing, so that I'm going to use that down the side of that one. Yeah, and then I just stitched two pieces together quickly, just to sort of match, even though they're, you know, they are in the middle, so I want it to match a bit. So, and that one would be that side, but I'm going to do a bit of stamping first. I want my little stamp, bubble stamp, I think. Okay. Okay, right. I want here. So I actually want to use the little one there. So there you go. Like that. Do I want one here? I think I do. Got one. And I'll do the same here. like that. That's it. And you could glossy accent them actually. We wanted to, but yeah. Right, so that one's going to go in that way. And this one is going to go that way. There we go. I'll wait for those to dry, and then all I got to do is stitch down there. So I'll get, while they're drying, and get on with the little tags. Stitched around them and back them as well. Okay, so I'm going to use those 3 images, yeah, and I'm going to use a little bit of this, okay, to go underneath, because it's dead flat but it's sparkly. So I'm going to put a bit on each one, and then we'll have some nice fibres on these that will come out the pocket with grommets. Right. I'm into bubbles at the minute. Baubles and bubbles. Baubles, I'm doing Halloween baubles. Cutting them out on the laser. They've been fun. I've done them yesterday, which was Sunday. So they all need painting now. Right, again, need a little bit to cover that there. Go that way because that's the sparkly side. Like I say, I don't want anything too lumpy on these because they're going in those paper pockets. So Okay, a few little sequins I think now, and then they are done because I haven't got anything sparkly on here. I don't really want to cover that up, so I'm not going to. I use those because they're quite sticky and they should stay. Okay, I'll hold through all those. And I'll put the grommets on and find some fibres, then we can put them in the pockets. Okay, finish them off. Okay, I added a little bit of that down there, I think. That was it, I think. Yeah, that's all I done, and just inked up and then put the grommets and those in. Yeah, I'm just gonna, that's a little bit long there. And we can put them all in the journal now. See what they look like. Is it this one? Yeah. And like I said, I did trim them down so they would just slip in nicely. Yeah. That's it. Okay, so that's, well, I'll still do something else there, but that's the middle of that one. Then we had the 3 pockets, didn't we? There. And I'm just backing them with a bit of more paper. Just help them stabilise. Plus they've dried out now. They're not bending everywhere. I might have to glue that bit down there. I'll do that later. Or else it might stick it in the pocket. And they are in there. Like that. There we go. Yeah, so it's getting quite thick, that one there, that signature. Well, mind you, it's got journaling cards and all sorts in this one. It's all nearly finished except for like stamping and things. So yeah, and a few other things. A bit more here. I might put a journaling card there. I've got loads of tags to go in. So yeah. Oh, we've got to make one for there as well. Okay, and yeah, right. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, just a piece of, that's all scrap card. Oh, I've got these two, but I'm going to keep them. Okay, and we'll probably do something else for those. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to keep them back, so let's see where they go. But they're ready, you know, for another tag or something later on. Something comes to mind. I'm actually quite liking the look of this one now. It might go in there. But considering that's the name of the kit, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I know it's got all that, but I can cover the back. But I'm really liking that. I'll go in there. I need a nice picture in there. So it could go in one of these pockets. I'm going to put her in. That is the name of her. So, and that's just happened from me stamping off and doing different things. And I really like it. Right. I am going now. Okay. Bye for now.